Hi, and welcome to British Dad Reacts. My name is John. Thank you so much for watching. And if you do like this kind of content, then it's always appreciated if you'd consider leaving a like, subscribing, leave a comment or a recommendation. Normally when I review a track, I tend to do the history at the end. But I wanted to start with the history this time of a track that's, well, you know the track we're going to cover.
When I should feel so very sad, why does my heart feel so glad? Why does my soul feel so happy?
That was the Banks Brothers back in 1963. Now that portended this track by Moby. Why does my heart feel so bad? This is a live version from Glastonbury.
Why does my heart feel so bad? Why does my soul feel so bad? Why does my heart feel so bad? Why does my soul feel so bad? Why does my heart feel so bad? Why does my soul feel so bad?
Now we'll play a little bit of the official audio for this at the end, which was released in 1999 from his famous album Play. And the vocals are credited in that version to the Shining Light Gospel Choir. However, you saw the Banks Brothers, and Moby was known for his kind of sampling, and he started as a DJ. But this is just a tremendous version. And I'll tell you a little bit about the lady who's singing later on.
Why does my heart feel so bad? Why does my soul feel so bad? Why does my heart feel so bad? Why does my soul feel so bad? Why does my heart feel so bad?
Now, the lady singing there was a British singer by the name of Diane Charlemagne. And she was a well-respected singer and backing singer for a number of bands. And I just wanted to focus on her because she sadly died 10 years ago now, 2015. And she was only aged 51. She unfortunately had cancer. But what an incredible, incredible voice. Now, Moby has talked about his life as a DJ and how when he started making music, he would, go around the old kind of vinyl shops, flea markets, whatever it may be, looking for obscure tracks to sample because that's what people were doing to create music at the time. And he'd recognise that he wasn't a great singer, so he needed vocals from elsewhere. And this track, I think he started probably in about 1992. But as I said, wasn't released until, in fact, October 1999, which is 26 years ago. It's hard to imagine that it's such a long time ago, really. Now, just to finish with a little bit of the studio version, really.
Why does my heart feel so glad? Why does my soul feel so glad? Why does my heart feel so glad? Why does my soul feel so glad? Why does my heart feel so glad? Why does my soul feel so glad? Why does my heart?
So a different kind of rendition, a slightly different, more relaxed, soulful feel to the official audio. Now, all the links are in the description. So from the Banks Brothers and the Back Home Choir, as it's known, with the song as it was called, He'll Roll Your Burdens Away, through to Moby's version from 1999. And his kind of sampling really was, and his music that he created using sampling was what defined him as a great, great artist. And I was lucky enough to see him live in 2005 at the Wireless Festival in Hyde Park in London, which is an outdoor festival. And he did a great, great set. And he included a couple of tracks from artists that he, or particular artists that he really, really liked, Joy Division and New Order. And New Order were headlining the festival on that particular day. A great song from 26 years ago, and a lady who fronted a lot of the live shows in those kind of early 2000 periods, Diane Charlemagne. So if you do like this kind of content, as I said, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, leave a comment or a recommendation. Moby, why does my heart feel so bad? The track doesn't make me feel bad. Thank you so much for watching.